Hey there, my name is Wayne DK and welcome to DK's Car Show. So this is the first episode of DK's Car Show and we're going to be reviewing the Honda Fit / Jazz, and this is the 2008 model. So come on with me for the full review. Okay, so we're going to start with the engine, and as you can see, this is the 1.4 liter 4-cylinder 16 valve iVTEC engine, and it has 118 horsepower with 145 newton meters of torque, and the gearbox is a 5-speed automatic transmission, and it pulls with the front wheel, so it's a front wheel drive. Okay, so moving on, we're now going to talk about the ground clearance, and as you can see, it's quite low. So it has a ground clearance of approximately 150 millimeters, which is 15 centimeters. Yeah. And then the wheels, this one is riding on 15-inch wheels, but most Honda Fits have 14-inch wheels. But this one, because of the wide body kit, as you can see, it has 15-inch wheels to raise the body a bit higher. Okay, so moving on, as you can see, there's a hatchback, and the boot capacity with the seats up, it has 399 liters. But if you fold down the seats like this, if you fold both of them, the boot capacity will increase to 883 liters. So underneath this, we have space for the spare wheel. So most cars nowadays, they don't come with the spare wheel, but this one, luckily, it has a spare wheel. So yeah, this is your space to keep the spare wheel and maybe the jack and things like that. So yeah, that's it about the boot. Okay, so if you come inside, as you can see, I'm on the driver's seat, and the seats are fairly comfortable. Can't complain that much since this is a luxury car. Yeah, they're comfortable enough. Yeah, and then here on the dashboard, as you can see, it's not that fancy. There's no fancy tech or anything like that. Just have your small infotainment screen, and then these are your dials for your aircon. And then here, this is the glove box. And then here we have another storage compartment. So yeah, you have some space to store your books or things like that. And then here we have the cup holder, and then these are your vents for your AC. Yeah, so you can close them like that and then open. So those are your vents, and this is the gear selector, this is your handbrake, and yeah. So here you have your lights, and then this is the sun visor to block the sun, and then you have a small mirror here to look at yourself. And then on the passenger seat, we have another sun visor, but unfortunately we don't have any mirror here. So yeah, so that's it about front seats here and the driver's position. So yeah, on the driver's seat, you can adjust your seat according to how tall or how short you are. Well, I like to sit very close to the steering wheel, even though I'm quite tall, but yeah, you can adjust the seat to your liking. And then here, these are your pedals. So here with the accelerator, and these are your brakes. So yeah, as simple as that. And that's it about the front. So yeah, I've moved to the back, and as you can clearly see, there's a lot of legroom. So this seat is moved all the way back, and I'm about 175 centimeters tall, but I'm sitting pretty well with a lot of legroom, as you can see. And then if I move here with my driving position, so maybe you're being driven by a short person or a person of my height, you're gonna have some extra legroom, right? So yeah, and then the seats, they're fairly comfortable as well. Unfortunately, there's no armrest for the passengers here at the back, but yeah, you can fit 3 people here, maybe with a child sitting in the middle. And yeah, and then you have some handles to hold on to, maybe if you're moving in bumpy roads or yeah, something like that. And then you have a cup holder here. There are 2 cup holders actually for the people sitting at the back. So yeah, and as you can see, we have some ISO fixing points here. So if you just remove this, you're gonna see the ISO fixing points, which means you can put your child car seats, and yeah, your babies can sit comfortably on their car seats. So yeah, that's it about the back seat. Okay, so now we're driving, and the suspension is a bit stiff. The steering is quite responsive, as you can see. And this one, like we said earlier on, is a 1.4 liter, right? And the fuel tank is a capacity of 42 liters. price of your petrol in Zimbabwe. So this is March 2025. So right now it's $1.40 per liter, right? It's petrol. So with this one on a full tank, that will cost you about $58.80, right? Which is approximately $60, and that will give you like about 600 kilometers of range on a full tank. So yeah, it's quite economical, right? So you can live with it as a daily. So as you could hear whilst I was driving, that when you're driving the Honda Fit, there is a lot of road noise from the tires and very little insulation. So that's it about how it drives and how it handles on the road. So when it comes to pricing, a new Honda Fit Jazz 2008 model will cost you about $13,000 US. But nowadays, since there aren't any new 2008 models, right? Because Honda no longer produces the specific model. So most second hands, if it's in good condition, you can get it from around 7,000 USD. And if it's not in good condition, then maybe the least you can get it for is like 3,000 US. So that's it about the pricing. Okay, so lastly, I'm going to give you a verdict of what I think about this car, whether you should buy it or not buy it. And personally, I think it just depends on your preferences. So if you're a person who moves up and about frequently and you need a great fuel saver, I'd recommend that you buy this car. But if you're a person who's more into off-roading or you want your luxury and you don't mind about the fuel consumption, I'd recommend that you don't buy this car because it doesn't have the ground clearance and it doesn't have the comfort. So yeah, that's all about the review of this 2008 Honda Fit / Jazz. So like and follow for more content. Alright, so we're going to start with the exterior. Oh no. And 145 front wheel drive, and the gearbox is the car. The capacity to increase to 800. It's mounted.